In this 25th anniversary year of September 11th, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation continues to honor America's heroes. Heroes like Fire Lieutenant Michael Wells, who was inspired by 9/11 to serve his community. After 14 dedicated years of service, he lost his battle with occupational cancer, leaving behind his wife, Katie, and their 3 children. Tunnel to Towers honored Lieutenant Wells by paying off the family's mortgage in recognition of his sacrifices. Donate $11 monthly and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.
Up a lot lately, questioning the direction I took. Spending 35 years out in the streets, getting bloodied, getting locked up, losing prosperity, having to move because of death threats, and for fighting for you people, and to what avail? For you to just, whatever, I'm not getting dirty, Scott will do it. I don't do this for you anymore. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear it. I do it for me. If you people if you had 1/10 of 1% of a horse's ass's hair of the passion I have for this city, we would be the greatest city on the face of the earth. See, this piece of right here is going to be down at Ground Zero at the 9/11 Memorial, and he's going to lay a wreath with the King and Queen of England and that creepy doll in the attic, Governor Hochul. This who happens to be besties with this jihad gypsy goat terrorist piece of Hassan Piker. This is the guy who keeps saying Americans deserved 9/11. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello? This who said we deserved it is besties with this piece of who's going to lay a wreath down there and piss and spit and smile and laugh in every one of your faces. Not mine. You know why? Because I'll be there to let my voice be heard. See, we're trying for years to get a appropriate size American flag at Ground Zero. Not another planet. Not a building, a flag appropriately sized and I can't get an answer from anybody. But yet we can light up the Freedom Tower green for the Muslims, which I don't have a problem with. But this we're allowed to be there, and you family members of 9/11 aren't going to say anything, and you're not going to be there tomorrow. You don't ever call me and ask me to help you or fight for your bull. I fight for me, so I sleep the at night. I'll be there. Are you going to be there? And if not, you New Yorkers continue to get what you deserve.
That's good stuff. That's basically been me for the last 3 hours and 53 minutes. Without all that cursing, I can't do that. The FCC pays attention to me. But on Instagram, you can do it, and that's why Scott LoBaido, and he's one of the great fighters. You know, Vicky Palatino is a great fighter. Scott's right there at the top of the list. In fact, I won an award, which I was not there to receive Friday night, at the Metropolitan. Oh, but let me just say, that was Willie Nelson on the road again. Willie Nelson, great American, turns 93 today. So happy birthday to the great Willie Nelson, who I did see in concert at Bethel Woods 2 summers ago. So LoBaido was at this event, the Metropolitan Republican Club, on Friday night, where I received the American Ally Award. Thank you, Chris Alenzo and the whole crew. It's a big night. They honored Rudy Giuliani, Emily Austin, Randy Fine, many others. And LoBaido accepted the award and made a great speech, and I love him for that. But he is a great fighter, and I know he's been listening all morning long. So, Scott, thank you again, you and Tobacco, for Friday night. And you uttered on that Instagram piece what I've been saying for about a week, and certainly all morning. This morning, you and I are on the same exact page.
I just, it really breaks my heart. It really does. You know, I'm 61. I try to keep in good shape, but the pressure of my blood boils less because of what's actually happening at Ground Zero, because of the effing people in this city who don't exercise their effing First Amendment right to peacefully protest insanity like this. It works. And they just sit there and complain, and I get messages. I know you do too, and it's in good intentions, but I know you work right up the friggin' block take your lunch break and come the hell down there and just show your face that you are disgusted.
Well, can I ask you something? I don't know anything about this. I don't know what kind of access people will have to that area because they just try to kill our president again, and King Charles is here. So the security is going to be extra tight. So you're going to be there. I didn't even know that. Are you going to have access to somewhere near that area?
No. This is how it works. People all day, I'm getting, just show up. Your body anywhere in that area, obviously do not breach security. You know, you do not want to get arrested. You do not want to hurt anybody. You don't want to break anything. You just show up as close as you can get. Figure it out, people. You got an effing computer in your hand with a Google map. Just show up. I'm tired of people being so effing lazy. Just figure it out. I do. I didn't graduate high school. I figure it out. I'll go, oh, here's a security barrier. Oh, look, I can get closer over there. And then I'm going to display my visual stimulation to let them know how I feel. That's what you have to do, people. Take the lunch break. They're showing up at 12:30, 1 o'clock to lay this wreath. There'll be a lot of security, but it doesn't matter. You need to be able to sleep at night. Everybody's taking pills to fall asleep constantly. You know how you go to sleep? By doing something. Active. Be active. Well, I can't. I don't want. I'm tired. I'm afraid. I don't want to be labeled a homophobic or an Islamophobic or a racist. F you.
Oh, you are so right. Yeah, and listen, I had the honor. I mean, this was an honor to be with you when you unveiled that amazing painting. I know you brought it with you on Friday night, right in front of City Hall a couple of weeks ago. And it didn't start with Mamdani. You've been doing this forever, over 30 arrests. Anytime you feel injustice, and you're always right, you make sure you're out there front and center. That's why you're such an amazing fighter. So, I often talk about how sometimes I feel like I'm alone yelling and screaming 4 hours a day on the radio. But the truth is, I'm not alone because you're out there every day. You've got a huge, huge fan base. Social media, you're on TV quite a bit. People love you. You painted all of Donald Trump's rallies. So I want to thank you for the work that you do because, people like you and I, Scott, a lot of people, like you say, bitch and complain, but they don't do anything. In fact, they go the other way. They'll shake this mother effer's hand. How about that?
Yeah. Look, my number one job, our number one job, whether you know it or not, is to educate people on their access to the First Amendment, to fight for something that is going to affect their life right down the road. That's my number one objective, is to do it. You're allowed to. Well, I don't want to lose my job. You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to break something or be violent. You're going to stand there with a sign, a flag, and your effing tongue and vocal cords. That's what I try to teach people. And it works sometimes, like when we shut down all those illegal alien shelters with those unvetted men across the street from a little girls' school. We came out. People listened to me. That made me feel better than anything I've done. No matter the biggest flag I painted, open up for Trump, when people come out and fight for themselves, hardworking people, little old ladies, not radical purple-haired jackasses who just go out there because they're told, people that really feel instead of bitching on a computer. That's what it's all about. So people, I'm asking you one more time. This is your city, and if you don't like people laughing in your face, pissing on the graves of our people that we lost September 11, 25 years, get the F down there and show your face and scream loud that you are distasteful of what this piece of shit is doing down there. Best friends with Hassan Piker, one of the biggest terrorist gypsy jihads that we have.
What an amazing appearance. Scott, unfortunately, we're out of time, but you don't need any more time. You just, between your Instagram rant, folks, go follow Scott LoBaido on Instagram. Do it today. Amazing artist. And, of course, Twitter, all over the place. And your 5 or 6 minutes, Scott LoBaido. This is why your weekly segment on Wednesdays is immensely popular. You know that. We love you, Scott LoBaido. That's a great job.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode, so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
This is Roger Stone with a serious warning for you. The U.S. dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power since 1912. Your savings are exposed, and gold and silver remain the final hedge against currency devaluation, inflation, and ongoing economic uncertainty worldwide. So call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide from American Sovereign Bullion and learn how to protect your wealth with gold and silver. Call 844-272-2428 or visit dyingdollar.com. That's dyingdollar.com.